I believe that today's gathering was really a demonstration of what CFN has begun to communicate in the area of building relationships between indigenous communities and the newcomers. I think that for the past 20 years I've been in Canada, Calgary, I haven't really been able to see an intentional attempt by anyone thus far to establish this connection between indigenous people and newcomers.
Well, it's a great place to start understanding the indigenous history of Alberta and Calgary, and really understand what are we part of, right? And to find your own place in it. This is where Treaty 7 was signed, and also where many of the conversations around being part of the land is happening. So this will be a great place to do that. It's also very beautiful, right? The landscapes and the river is just outside.
Being able to be in space with elders is something I'm very grateful for, especially now in my adult life. I never really was connected with my indigenous culture or my indigenous heritage growing up. I was very much sheltered from that. So being an adult and just being able to now sit and enjoy that space with elders, to learn from their knowledge through the oral storytelling, just these quick, simple teachings we get just from listening to them talk is really important to me. And I hope that my kids get that opportunity as well.
I think that it is a demonstration of how we who are new to Canada can begin to appreciate the depth and extensive part of indigenous people, their culture, their way of life, and how that in itself is an arena for us to begin to have a dialogue, a conversation about how to live lives as human beings.
Right, so we know that Canada has many indigenous nations, but it's not very clear how they were part of the history. And when we started to review for our citizenship, there was no mention at all, right? Yeah, I think it's very important because when you come into Canada as a newcomer, your perspective is, oh, I'm gonna be a Canadian, right? What does that mean, right? So being Canadian is also being part of its history.
I'm very excited for the Global Elders. I think it will make a huge difference in capturing all those different lived experiences and perspectives to the toolkit.
And so today was really about storytelling. We are telling stories about ourselves. We are telling stories about humanity. We are telling stories about how different we may look, but at the same time, how similar we are.